Good afternoon. Welcome to Options Tender. This is a members video. We're going to take a look at LULU. We're coming into some significant support, and so I want to see what we have going here, show you what I'm looking at and how I look at it. So I am overall bearish on LULU, but I think we're due for a significant correction at this point. I think an impulse wave down has corrected. Now you can look at this as a bullish move too, but it doesn't really matter whether we're bullish or bearish. Very similar to the last time I made a video on here. We were up at this point about 300 and that gave way. So we had a hammer candle on the monthly that gave way. It was actually a follow through candle, and now we're coming into significant support here. A big zone. I put this on here way back, and this was a huge zone. We're in that zone, and I think we might get some sort of push up from here. I did put the calls out on the trade alerts that I'm doing out to August 16th. But any significant move to the upside, and we should take profit fairly quickly on it because we don't have any structure yet. So I do want to explain that, and I'll on the lower time frames I'll explain that a little bit more. So taking a look at first of all, this is a bearish rising wedge, so that's why I'm pretty much bearish on it. But again, doesn't matter for our trade. We have a 5-wave move down. That's what's important. And so either this is an impulse down and we continue lower, or where we're going to get a deep retracement, or this is an A, B, C in the end of the move, and we start to impulse to the upside, but we still have to form higher highs and higher lows. And looking closer at the candles, you see at this point here, I can even move the zone up just a little bit more. You have this full monthly wick here. That's all demand. Up to here, there's a wick down there, which kind of engulfs both of these zones here. And you see this is where excellent demand came in. And so we're there at this time. We have a little bit of the month left, and what if I had to guess, this month might end up with a little wick or so, maybe like this sort of candle, but I don't think we'll have a full all-out reversal type candle. If we do, that would be a massive move to the upside. Anything's possible, but I doubt that. And so the next candle, all of next month, and this is why I say take profit on any initial impulse move, next month might end up being some sort of doji. So maybe we get a nice large wick up here. I should do a video on snow as well. Snow is a really good play. So maybe I'll do a video on that tomorrow. Yeah. So looking at snow, we're kind of in the same position where we need to make market structure. So it won't be too late if I make the video tomorrow for snow. And this next candle could be a nice inside month, or something to show a reversal in LULU. And the reason why this might take some time is, even though we're getting ready to cross over here and we're oversold, momentum's still down. We're down at the zero. We still need to see some curl up. Momentum's still down on the higher time frames, and so that's going to cause price to, we still might get pops on a lower time frame, but we still need to form a reversal. So plenty of time to jump into this trade. On the weekly, get the wick here, tap here, and we're at that point right now, and we just barely got below this this low right here. So again, we'll get a better view on this, the daily. So again, we still have to form some structure. We do have bullish divergence. It's very hard to see, but there is bullish divergence here and here on the slow stoch and the RSI. And we see the histogram moving up. So we have a little, you can consider that divergence. The momentum is starting to run out on the downside, and we'll probably get our curve here in the next week or two. and that will be on the weekly time frame. I could see a definite move. I could see within the next couple weeks a move up to maybe initial 288 or so, maybe 300. And that would probably be where you get a nice reaction back to the downside to form more of a structure to the upside. And it might look something like this. You get that large wick, this move. So if you don't think it can move like that, it definitely can to the downside. You see that today, this week. Look at this weekly candle. That's that full range. And so it started to get into supply and started to form the market structure to the upside, higher highs and higher lows. So that's kind of what I'm looking like here. And then after you form some sort of structure here, then you can add back into some swing plays, but I wouldn't hold it all the way through unless you're doing leaps. On the daily time frame. Now this is the setup. Here's our bullish falling wedge. Huge move. We started off with this one. We ended up losing money, but we had some nice gains in the beginning, and then our structure broke down. So we're going to try this again. And this looks like a nice completion here. And we might have one more downside to go. That's still possible. That's why we're swinging. And yeah, so we have some gaps here. Bullish falling wedge. You could draw this a couple different ways. If price does move directly up from here, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a couple wicks there. It might be at that bottom right there, but benefit of the doubt, the bottom of this wick, we have a few more dollars. We could go back down, and also maybe we get a little bit of a bounce before heading lower, but this might be an incomplete last move. 1, 2, 3, and then maybe a little 4 and 5. So just be aware that there's still some space that could happen here, and we'll probably add on or adjust our swing if price does go lower. All right, once it hits a certain point, it'll probably form some sort of structure, come up and back down, and then like an inverse head and shoulder, and then start to break out. If it breaks directly out, then I mean that's a possibility too. So we'll take profit out of it. And that's pretty much it. We can look on the 65. Get a little closer look. And if we did touch it, that's this is what it looks like now. And notice the structure here forming a 1, 2. In this, it's possible this could be a 3, 4, 5, or that the this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you got wave 3 done here. So 1, 2, 3, and then a 4, shallow bounce, sideways move, 5 back down. But the 250 will be the zone to look at before this move continues higher. And I think we'll close this gap sooner than later. So that's what I got for you. Draw that gap in here, and then we'll check back in the next video. Thanks.